So I manifested a move across the country in under 48 hours. I want to say somewhere between like 24 and 36 because it happened that quick. But there was a lot of events leading up to that point that kind of set the scene for the whole thing. And it is just so crazy, all the synchronicities, everything that had to happen for this experience to just go like that. And now I'm gonna be moving to California, LA specifically, from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania in less than 17 days, basically 2 weeks. Hi, I'm Julia. Welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you're new here. I am so excited to be making this video. It's literally Monday and this all started on Thursday. Like, this all went down on Thursday basically. The whole experience is still pretty fresh in my mind, so I want to like share with you everything that happened to lead me to this crazy miracle manifestation. Because honestly, Thursday morning I was sort of not giving up, but like just letting go of the whole thing, being like, you know what, if this move doesn't happen, I'll be all right. And then out of nowhere, boom, 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 it was done. It was like completely finished on Friday night. Yeah, that is crazy. Anyway, let's fast forward a bit. If you missed my previous video, go watch that because that's gonna give a lot more background information, but I'm just gonna briefly give you a synopsis. So almost 5 years ago, August 15th, 2019, I moved back from California after living there for 4 years to Philly. And this is my hometown. I'm living in my parents' house, and I've been living in my parents' house for the past almost 5 years. And there was a whole turn of events that led me to coming back, which is in the other video. And I experienced the pandemic here. I experienced a bunch of different things. But the whole time I wanted to move back to California, I just wasn't in the right place. So finally, a year ago, I started doing Snapchat and rebuilding my businesses, rebuilding my finances, working on my mindset, working on all of this inner work, inner stuff. It's taken me about 1.5 years since the time I really started taking Snapchat seriously till now, where I have the move like officialized, to get to the point where I'm financially, mentally, emotionally, physically ready for this. And I've been working real hard this whole 1.5 years, and I've had this goal in mind, but it wasn't until spring that I started looking. Like, I made my move date around March, April, and then I pushed it back to like mid-April, early May, and then it got pushed back to June 1st is when my lease starts, but I get there on June 6th because June 5th is my little brother's graduation. I want to be here for it. But it's crazy because my hard deadline that I wanted to be in California was literally early June, because my other brother has his graduation in Northern California and I wanted to drive to his graduation. So everything ended up working out exactly how I had hoped for, even though my move date kept getting pushed back. I did have that inner deadline of June 15th of being like settled in there, and lo and behold, I am making the deadline perfectly. Everything is happening in divine timing and I couldn't have planned it better. But in the midst of these past like 3 months of searching for places, getting rejected, the place going before I could even send in an application, like all this stuff happening was so challenging, a little disheartening. Like, it was rejection after rejection to the point where I was unsure if this was going to happen. So I remember back in October, I went to Salem on a trip and I saw this little house. It's called a spell kit for finding your perfect place. Me and my friend were both planning our moves to California. She was planning on moving to San Diego. I was planning on moving to LA. We both picked up one of these and we were both planning on moving around the same time. She's already in San Diego. Hers worked out. Mine was taking a little bit longer, but I still did the spell kit back in February because I was hoping to move in March. And even though that didn't work out, everything happens exactly how it's supposed to be, and I'm glad that it didn't, because there were some things I needed to take care of here before I could go there, and I did so I feel complete in that sense. But basically, I wrote down on this list a whole bunch of things that I wanted in my perfect place, and they have all manifested in the place that I got. But at the time, I wasn't sure if I was going to be able to find a place of all these things, and I was kind of willing to settle for places that didn't have them. So I was applying to different apartments that didn't have everything on my list, and weird roadblocks kept coming up. Like, there was this one apartment that was in my budget, and I was like, okay, this is my backup. If I can't find anything, at least I have this. Well, they somehow, for whatever reason, rejected my application, and then I offered a co-signer because my parents were so kindly willing to co-sign for me, and they're like, nope, we don't do it unless you're a full-time student. And I was like, what? Since when? And then there was the original place that I applied to back in February that I really, really wanted, but Rachel was like, this isn't it. Like, this is not your place. And I didn't get it because other people applied before me, but she saw the place, I didn't. And if she didn't think it was my place, then I just had to accept it because I do trust her opinion on this. Then I had her see another place. She was like, no, it's not it. And I was like, okay, I won't apply. And then I had her see another place and she was like, this is the one. But one person had applied to that place before me. The realtor told me that if they sign that they're gonna get it, even though I was like offering a better deal, better option, whatever. It was literally my dream place to a T. I was sad that I didn't get it, but I wasn't as disappointed as I thought I would be. And I also made a connection with the realtor that was showing that place. And I was like, you know what? Like, it's okay. I'm gonna keep looking. I still have time. This was back in April. And so I stayed in contact with her and she would occasionally send me places. They weren't right for me, but I was grateful that I had that connection and that she had sent me some places. Then I finally found another place and I was dead set on applying. Rachel was like, I don't know if this is the one. Like, it doesn't have like a little seating area or grass or even a closet. And I was like, well, it's the only thing that's like decent and available, so I'm applying. And this place kept giving me the runaround for weeks. I mean, literally, like, I had to keep texting them, and then eventually the guy got back to me on Wednesday, this past Wednesday. Although by the time you're seeing this, I'll probably already be like moved out to California because I'm pre-recording right now. But anyway, he finally got back to me on Wednesday and was like, your taxes don't have sufficient information. And I'm like, what? My taxes are completely fine by the IRS, so I don't know even what you mean by that. And he ghosted me. And I was like, damn, that was my last option. I guess I'm just gonna take a break from this and revisit it in the fall or in another year or whatever. Like, save some more money and see what I can do at a later point because I'm just feeling so exhausted. I feel like each thing just keeps not working out. I just was like kind of accepting the fact that maybe this move is not gonna happen right now. And I was also starting to be in acceptance that it would be okay. Like, there isn't anything rushing me to move out of my parents' place except for myself and the deadline that I set with like my brother's graduation and stuff, which I could still fly to anyway, even if I don't live there. And at the same time, I still really wanted to live there, but I was making peace with it. I was accepting that, you know what, if I stay here for the summer and revisit this in the fall or in another year or whenever I revisit it, maybe that's for the best. Maybe that's what needs to happen. And I go about the rest of my day still feeling like a little down, but accepting. And then the next day I have tennis Thursday, so I go to tennis and I'm still feeling down, but I'm happy that I have tennis. And I'm like, you know what, if I'm gonna stay here for a little longer, it's okay. At least I have like a nice summer coming up. I love the warm weather. Like, at least it's not winter while I'm experiencing this letdown moment. And then I am in the shower. I get a call. It's a number that I didn't have saved. And I was like, maybe it's that place that ghosted me that's like getting back to me and I can try to like negotiate a cosign or something with them. No, it was the realtor of the perfect place that I really wanted. Let's call it the lemon tree place because the place had a lemon tree. So it was the realtor of the lemon tree place. And she was calling me to tell me that she had another ADU guest house, which is what these little places are, in the same area that the lemon tree place was for a similar price, literally within my budget, and that it just went on the market today and it's available right now and that I can come see it at any time and submit an application and it could potentially be mine. I was like floored. I was shocked. I was like, what? I was literally just making peace with the fact that this wasn't gonna happen. And to make matters even crazier, all of this was happening on my ex's birthday. The ex that I got into a relationship with when I moved back here, that was just like really, really tough and painful. And it was so crazy because a part of me was like thinking this whole day, I'm surprised I'm not more sad than I am, being that it's my ex's birthday and, you know, that was a tough experience. And I'm having to accept the fact that I might not be moving and I really wanted to move. Well, I guess that higher part of me must have known that this was gonna come through because I never beat myself up that day. I think I did cry a little, but it wasn't like a, you are a loser, Julia, you can't make the things happen that you want to happen, blah, 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 all that stuff. No, I didn't do any of that. But when I did get the call, I was like, you know what, this is happening for a reason. I looked at the place, I was like, it's cute, it's nice, it's perfect. And she was like, it's even nicer than the lemon tree house. And I'm like, you know what, it might be. And so because of all that, I was convinced, you know what, this is a blessing. This is a miracle. I am not gonna sit on this. I'm gonna act right away. I called Rachel to see if she could see the place today. She couldn't until Monday, which is today. So I think she's gonna go see it today for me. But I was like, you know what? I'm not gonna wait. I'm just gonna apply anyway, because if I sit on this, if I wait, I'm gonna miss the opportunity. So I applied for it that day, that Thursday. I ended up getting approved on Friday, signed the lease, and sent in the deposit and booked my plane ticket all in that day and said, you know what, this is done. It is happening, it is done. Even on Saturday, me and my parents went to go get the car switched and stuff so that my car could be shipped out. My mom helped me book the car to be shipped that Friday. Like, everything was done within that short span of time. We made it happen. But it had been months and months of trying and trying until it finally just happened within less than 48 hours. Honestly, it could have been 36 hours because it was just so quick to... It's so crazy how fast it happened, but at the same time, it's been a long time coming. And it just leads me to believe that, like, when something is meant to be, when something is meant to happen for you, it's going to happen for you. Whatever is happening is exactly what's supposed to happen. Even the hard experiences of, like, getting rejected from places and getting rejected from this and that. Like, rejection is protection. Rejection is redirection. Those places were not for me. I would be settling if I had gotten the apartment that I thought I wanted. I would be settling if I got the guest house that I thought I wanted. Like, none of them were what I really wanted, and I got what I really wanted. This is the perfect, cutest little guest house. It has a closet. It has a little patio where I can sit and drink my tea and eat my breakfast. It has a little washer and dryer where I can wash my clothes peacefully and not have to share it with anyone. It has a cute little kitchen where I can cook my yummy meals. It has a little area for my bed and lots of great lighting. And it even has direct access to the street where I park, so I don't have to, like, go through hoops to get to my car. It's just so convenient, so perfect. It's right near my aunt. It's right near Rachel. It's exactly where I want it to be. So that being said, I'm going to read you off what I had on my list because it meets all the criteria. And I'm amazed because I really think that if something is meant for you, it will find you when the time is right. And even though I know that and have experienced it time and time again in my life, I still have to keep reminding myself of that, because when we're going through tough moments, it could be really hard. And it was hard. But now look at how things came full circle. So here's what I put for my dream place. New construction or freshly renovated, especially kitchen/bathroom. Check. Big windows/bright natural lighting. Check. Close to nature/nature views. Check. Washer and dryer in unit. Check. Spacious enough for me and my belongings to fit comfortably. Check. Safe neighborhood. Check. In my price range, under 2K preferred. Check. It has everything, and I haven't even seen it yet, so I have a good feeling that maybe there'll be nice surprises along the way. But I really wanted to share this video with you because even though this manifested almost instantly in such a short amount of time, the actual manifestation of moving to LA across the country has been in the works for a long time coming. It's been almost 5 years of this challenge of rebuilding myself to be ready for this move, and we can even include those 3 months of really even trying to find the place. So I say all that to say that if you have been trying time and time again to make your manifestation happen, it might not be the right time for you if it's not happening, or maybe you need to go through a few different things before you get there. I do think we can speed things up in certain ways, but sometimes stuff just has to happen when it's meant to happen. Like, I do believe in free will, and I also believe in divine timing, and I think it's a paradox, but it all goes together and is interconnected. I've had on my vision board for the past 4 years a little section devoted to what my place would look like when I move, and it's taken me till now to finally do that. But my vision board this year still has the little section for the move. I never gave up on it. Don't give up on the things that you really want. They will happen. It might not happen right away, but it will happen for you when it's meant to happen for you. It's so funny, but on my vision board I put like little positive reminders all over it, and one of them, the one that's specifically in front of the like moving section, says in big letters, take it slow. I needed to take these 3 months slow because it was gonna happen no matter what anyway, and I had to let go of it, and then it did. I also have the affirmation on there. I am so lucky everything works out for me. It's true. Everything is always working out for you. Even if you can't see it, the places that are rejecting you, the people, the opportunities that you think you want that are rejecting you, it's for a reason. There's something more aligned out there for you. And another little quote thing I have on my vision board says, a lot can happen happen in a year. We're almost halfway through this year and I'm about to move across the country. I have no idea what to expect. I just know a lot is going to happen this year and a lot already has. And I am excited to see what the universe has in store for me. And I am excited for you to see what the universe has in store for you. So that is all for this video. I will see you in my next video next week, probably in a new location. I love you guys so much. Bye.